showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will get first crack at it today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Quick step and go. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Texas A&M going quickly. Caught behind the line. It's Armstrong. Touchdown, Aggies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now this offense is back on the field. Give to the running back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Got his man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. It is, and the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush, playing man coverage in the back end? You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. That's caught. It's Williams.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Back to throw, it's King. Quick completion on the out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius. Makes the play. And then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. To the air on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. To throw, it's King. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Finds his man. It's Cooper. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Working the middle. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Unloads to the wideout. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've jumped on top right out of the gate, trying to add to a 17-7 lead. That's caught. It's Ellison. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. And they can't make the connection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Texas offense. Off play action on first down. Now adjusting. He'll let it go to the left. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorn. Talk about keeping your eyes downfield and then unleashing one on a rope.
And having a guy like that can buy time and beat you down the field with his feet, but also what you said is the most important thing. He keeps his eyes down the field. He's not looking to run the football. He can, but he's looking to do damage and make a big play down the field. Because he had his eyes up, he can do that.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Norman. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Texas A&M going up tempo. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Dropping back, it's King. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hoffman. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Tight end now in motion.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's complete. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
And I think that pass play was simply designed to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's O'Neal. Finds his man. It's Norman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. It's complete to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's a heat. Complete out of the backfield. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's King. Fires downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Grab near the marker. It's McCutcheon. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Got him downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Dropping back, it's King. Got the quick pass. Hits him with a stiff arm. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pocket breaking down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's a great start to this second half. That's what you talked about in the locker room at halftime. Don't let them create momentum. Don't let them start to create a comeback. Come back on this first drive, set the tone. The defense doing that right off the bat.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No fair catches here. Looking for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. Get the touchdown, get the 1st down, or just get down. And the quarterback does. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Leaves it with the back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Now facing a 3rd and long. They send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's King. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man, it's O'Neal. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Turning it on! They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football?
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on fourth down. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's open. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Back to throw, it's King. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got it up for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Longhorns will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Quarterback extends the play. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Second and goal coming up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. After that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going to swing it on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas! They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Philly deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 28 to Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. QB got it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Texas A&M going quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like
breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. Guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made it look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Tight end now in motion. It'll be a run on third and short. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends